Intermittent fasting is becoming so popular and everyone wants to try intermittent fasting. But do you know that intermittent fasting has actually been into existence? Most times you and I practice intermittent fasting without even knowing it. The times you don't eat at night before going to bed and the times you skip your breakfast, they are all intermittent fasting. But the thing is, it is not registered in your mind. It is not registered in your brain that you are actually practicing intermittent fasting. We always want to give it a name. And here I want to talk about what intermittent fasting is all about and how you can use it to lose weight effectively. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, we talk about weight loss, fitness, health and lifestyle, and basically we also talk about me. So, and if you're new, please remember to subscribe, and if you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome to today's video. Please stay tuned, relax and watch. Feel free to ask your questions, just leave it in the description box. I keep calling it box. Just leave it, I'm going to answer to all your questions, and let's go to what intermittent fasting is all about and everything you need to know about. Intermittent fasting is actually a pattern of eating. It's not a type of diet. It's not your conventional dieting. It has been proven to help you lose weight, but basically all this dieting pattern of eating, they all focus on reduced calorie. That's the secret. So intermittent fasting is a pattern of eating that cycles within period of eating and fasting. It is not really like a conventional dieting. It doesn't focus on what you eat but when you eat it. So basically it is actually on the time you eat and not what you eat, because we don't care what you really eat when you're intermittent fasting, as long as you're eating within your eating brackets. Okay, so that's what intermittent fasting is about. Types of intermittent fasting. We actually have different types, different ways you can fast. So, types of intermittent fasting, methods of intermittent fasting, they are basically the same thing. So we have the 16-18 method. So what it means is you have to fast for 16 hours and eat within 8 hours. So you're going to determine when best you like to eat, when you actually prefer eating. So if you prefer eating in the evening time, so you have to fashion your fasting in a way you have to break it during this period. I'm going to give you an instance. So this method has actually been popularized by a lot of fitness experts. So this is a method you have to fast. So it's sometimes it's 16-8 or 14-10. So it means you have to fast for 16 to 14 to 16 hours, and then you have an eating window of 10 to 8 hours, rather 8 to 10 hours. So what it means is within your window, your eating window so within your eating window, you have to eat everything you want within this period. So you can actually eat up to 3 times, 2 times, depending on how much you want to eat, and you can even eat once. So what it means is, and this method is actually very simple, is the simplest in the sense that you can just skip your dinner and then skip breakfast. So we can check it. So if you eat last by 4 p.m 5 p.m, and if your last meal was 5 p.m or 4 p.m, that means you're going to fast throughout the night. So you have to check from 5 p.m to 5 the next day is about 12 hours, right? 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 1 2 3 4 5 6, so 5, so it's about 12 hours. Okay, so if it's 12 hours, so how many hours do you have left? You have about 4 to 6 hours left. That is to make it 16 or 14 hours. So if you actually eat last by 5 p.m, it means you should also skip breakfast. So if you do 5 to 5, 12 hours, and then 12, you have extra 4 to 6 hours. That is 6, 7, 8, 9. So it means you can actually take breakfast by 9, making it 6 hours. Yeah, 12 plus 4, that's 16. So it's as simple as that. Or you can decide to take your last meal by 7. So 7 to 7 is 12 hours. 12 hours plus another 4 hours, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it means you're going to skip your breakfast and then have lunch by 12, and then you have to eat from 12. So you have to eat from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 p.m, 6 p.m. You're going to stop eating by 7 p.m. Yeah, by 7 p.m. So if you break your fast by 7, so you're going to eat from, sorry, if you break your fast by 11, so you have to eat 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you continue. So it means basically this method is not really difficult to follow. In fact, we practice it without knowing it. Those days you come back late at night and then you decide not to eat, and then you are leaving for work very early the next day, and when you get to work you have your break by 12 or by 11, and that is when you get to eat. So indirectly you're practicing intermittent fasting without even knowing it. So the second method is the 5-2 method. It's also known as the fast diet. So what this diet entails is eating normally for 5 days and then fasting 2 days. So can you fast 2 days? Okay, it's just like you eat 5 days in a week and 2 days, so that is 5:2, 7 days in a week. So eat for 5 times 5 days, eat normally 5 days. But the problem is most times you can't really fast the whole day, and you're not advised to fast the whole day. So what you do is you restrict your calorie to 500 calories the whole day. It's just like fasting. You know, 500 calories. It's just like fasting normally anyway. And then restrict your diet in 2 days. So you can choose any day. You can choose to eat Monday, then eat normally Monday, Tuesday, and then restrict it on Wednesday, eat normally Thursday, Friday, restrict it on Saturday. But it is always advisable, to restrict it the days you are less active. So you don't want to be active and then you are starving at the same time. Okay, the next one is eat stop method. So what it means is it's just like the other one, but it is not really like 2 days. This one you have to fast the whole 24 hours. So you eat and then you fast on a particular day and then you eat the next day. So you have to really stop eating, or you just take few hundreds of calories, like 200, 300, 500 calories, but you have to really have the days you eat and the days you stop. That is the eat stop method. And then we have the warrior diet. The warrior method is actually a method you eat every day. So in this method you are supposed to fast the whole day and then feast at night, or you can just take vegetables during the day and then feast at night, or you fast entirely, just take tea, coffees, and then feast at night. So it means that you are only allowed to eat at night. You can eat as much as you want at night, and that is okay. So the next one is the alternate day. The alternate day, just like the name implies, you eat today, you skip tomorrow, you eat today, you skip tomorrow. But because we don't want to keep skipping meal, we don't want to starve the whole day, so you can eat today and then restrict your calorie the next day, and then you eat normally the next day, you restrict. So if you eat Monday, you restrict it on Tuesday, and then you eat on Wednesday, restrict on Thursday, eat on Friday, restrict that way. So this is a type of dieting. This is the method of intermittent fasting. This is intermittent fasting methods. The bottom line of this whole explanation, all these things we are talking about, is just to limit the calories you are taking in. Now look at it this way: if you are allowed to eat today, reduce it tomorrow or fast the next day, then eat. When you check the whole week, you're going to find out that you are actually eating within your normal calorie. So for instance, with the warrior diet now, if you fast during the day and feast at night, how much can you even finish in a sitting? That is the question. So if you see, you can actually limit the number of calories you take, and it's going to help you lose weight. But the drawback in this is sometimes you actually overeat. Sometimes you take in much calories. So you can imagine not eating in the morning, not eating in the afternoon, and then you eventually see food at night. Wow, you're going to really feast. And sometimes we overeat, and because you are not really restricted, because it doesn't tell you the type of food you should eat, you can just eat as much as you want. That is why you have to really be careful while doing your intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is just in between. I won't say it's so bad, and I won't say it's so good too. It's all aim at reducing the number of calories you take in. So if you are practicing intermittent fasting, just be conscious on your eating, your eating window. That is where the problem comes, because you can imagine you haven't seen food, and then when you see food, you really want to eat. So if you are able to control the quantity you are going to eat within this period, I'm telling you, it's going to really be easy for you to lose weight. Let me give you an instance. When I was in school, I tried doing intermittent fasting, and I really liked bread. And then in school, I don't cook. So when I fast, I fashion mine in a way that my eating window is usually in the morning, because I don't like going hungry in the morning when I was in school. I like eating before going to school. So I fashioned it in a way that my eating window is from 6 to 10, 11. Okay, so I eat in the morning, and then I go with food to the class. But the problem is I really like bread, so whenever I'm free to eat, I'm always constipated because I'm always eating bread. And that way it was really difficult for me to even lose weight with that period. This happened a long time ago anyway, when I was in school. So I eventually found out that you can even lose weight without even doing intermittent fasting once you're controlling the things you eat. So if you want to try intermittent fasting, just know that it is focused on the number of calories you are getting in, not really what you are eating. So if it limits you to eat in a particular time, and you already have it in your mind that this is when you are going to eat, honestly, I will advise drink a lot of water before eating. That way you're going to eat less, and that way you're going to lose weight. Thank you for watching to the end. Please remember to subscribe. Hit the notification bell and share. Thank you.